Under the 50-day moving average, lower lows, lower highs, the correlation to bonds, so many things that have not gone right here for bulls that if we were managing, if we can manage to finish with some of these key groups in the right direction, then maybe we can have a peaceful weekend and try and reset. Also helps that some of the consumer stuff is doing well here, Renita. I mean, we can't underappreciate a company like ROST Stores. After Walmart, too, a decent message here this week that included retail sales. Maybe that can put a bid under some of the consumer stocks.
It has today. In fact, when the market started to turn around today and wake up a little bit, it was the retail stocks that gave it that positive jolt of energy after ROST Stores posted better than expected earnings, raised its outlook as well, and a flurry of analyst price target hikes came as a result of that. Now, people had high hopes in this stock to rise and in the earnings to come in better than expected because of how well TJX performed as well. Consumer spending continued to hold up, but on a whole, budget-conscious consumers are looking for bargains. So you would expect the off-price retailers to do well. Now, ROST Stores also announced that it'll maintain its quarterly dividend yesterday. That was a positive note as well. And looking ahead, of course, they raised their outlook, although ROST Stores acknowledges that the consumer is dealing with moderating inflation and will continue to face persistently higher costs on the necessities. So that will be a thing that they're going to be prudent about, although they still raise their outlook. So they're expecting positive, but they won't be too surprised if we see a consumer pullback. Now, TJX also had another beat and raise quarter during the year. They saw more people go for some of those retail items that obviously you can get cheaper at TJX than any place else. Walmart did well as well during the week, had strength in groceries, not so much the discretionary items. Target, the outlier here this week, did not do as well as analysts expect.
To see some of these stocks hanging out at 52-week highs, I feel like really deserves a strong mention. Thanks for taking us through several of them there because, not just today with ROST at the top, Walmart holding on. It dipped on the earnings, but then it came back. I mean, even Target's numbers that weren't pretty, it managed to hold on to its lows. Is this encouraging, Kevin, or does it tell us that the only thing that really works right now is something discounted and essential and not so much discretionary? Does that tell us a little bit of, kind of a hedged tail to some degree here on the strength of the consumer?
Yeah, the trade down, right, that everyone's talking about continues to still happen. It looks like, Oliver, the fact that, Target put up a good earnings per share, but the guidance was not very good. The revenue was not very good. Walmart, on the other hand, knocked it out of the park, but the valuations were skewed, right? Target was beat up and Walmart was overbought. So they corrected ever so slightly, but this is still a really good story for Walmart. Still not a great story for Target. ROST Stores, kind of an underappreciated, off the radar, kind of low profile company that just continues to execute and give you, but it's interesting. ROST Stores are one of those companies, not flashy lights, not big, beautiful, flashy buildings, a very conservative approach to giving you their merchandise, and maybe they get underappreciated because of that, but ROST Stores, they keep their expenses low and they put up numbers, Oliver.
Okay. At least we got stocks at highs, You can't say it about the tech stuff. It's pulled back too much the last few weeks. ROST, TJ, comfortably sitting at the highs of the year. So we've got something here to at least maybe hang our discounted hats on. Thanks, guys. Renita, Kevin, appreciate it.